welcome back to my channel. So I thought I'd make this video as kind of like a fun thing to do. If you have gotten to know me, you'll know that I am known for my accents and impersonations that I do. So I decided that it'd be funny to just, I don't know, sit down and do those accents and impersonations for you. So I have just on these post-its written different accents, and I'm just going to randomly draw them and try to do my accent and impersonation. By no means am I trying to offend any culture. My culture's in this stack too. I just thought it would be a fun thing to do. So let's just get into it. I'm kind of nervous. Okay, first one, Scotland. This one's actually really fun for me to do. When people ask me, oh, what's your favorite accent? I say, probably my Scotland one. And for the longest time, I would call it my Irish accent. But I worked with Irish people at my job, and I listened to the way they were talking, and I was like, that is definitely not Irish. And I also watched the movie Brave by Disney with Merida, and I was just practicing, if you had the chance to change your fate, would you? And so I realised that it was my Scottish accent. So that is my Scottish accent. Second one, Filipino. Get that remote over there. This one is pretty easy for me to do because my grandma has a Filipino accent. I grew up in a town where there's a lot of Filipinos around, so I am very comfortable doing a Filipino accent, and I am also half Filipino, so I can do this one pretty well. Boston! So anyway, when I was growing up, I told my mom, Mom, I'm gonna go to softball practice after school. Can you help me pack my bag? So I get a text from her and she says, Kelsey, I packed your soccer stuff. And I said, Ma, I don't play soccer. I haven't played soccer since I was 5 years old. I'm going to softball. And we were just arguing back and forth. And anyway, long story short, I told her that I play softball. So I just said, woman, can you just make me some coffee and we'll call it even, and we'll call it a day, okay? I actually don't know if this is called Boston. It could be New Jersey. I don't know, but I don't live on the East Coast, so I don't know, but I call this one my Boston accent. England. This one is probably the easiest one for me to do. It comes like second nature to me. And the reason I got into my British English accent was because I would just mimic what they would do for Harry Potter. And a lot of my accents are actually just mimicking things from movies and stuff like that. But there was one scene in particular. It was in the first Harry Potter movie when Hermione goes, I'm going to bed, but I think of another clever idea to get us killed. Or worse, expelled. And I would just practice that line over and over again until I achieved an English accent. So this is it. And I can also do like, my mum told me it was like Cockney. So they talk a little bit like this and harsher British, like, I'm going to the mall today. No, that was kind of dumb. I don't really know. But you hear the difference. It's like this versus like this, you know? I don't know. Next one, Australian. This one is so hard for me to do. I've practiced this one multiple times. See, I can't even do it right now. I guess it mixes in with my British one. Let me see. Had. They don't say that as. I guess it's kind of like New Zealand. No, it sounds British. Oh my gosh. Okay. I follow a lot of Australians on YouTube that do makeup. I think they're from New Zealand too, but they're from Aussie. I'm doing a British accent. I'm gonna come back to this one because I can't do this right now. Mexico. This one is kind of hard for me to do because I have to put all the focus onto my words, mis palabras. But I try to do it. I took Spanish for 3 years in high school, and I think I have a pretty good Spanish accent when I'm speaking Spanish. Por ejemplo, sabes que soy mexicana y puedo entender lo que estás diciendo. I grew up very close to Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, so I'm very accustomed to the people around me who speak Spanish, who have accents like that. But I love Mexicans and I love the culture, so it's very comfortable for me. Stitch. Oh, Hannah and Family.
And family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten.
A southern accent. I could do a southern accent, you know, it's part of the United States. It's pretty second nature. I know this is kind of thick for a southern accent, and I don't know if the people, well, I don't know. I haven't really been to the South, and it's one of the places I really want to go to, but I know that they have some thick accents over there. Just like they think that Californians have thick accents. Like, oh my god, I can't believe they think we talk like this. It's whatever. Okay, let's try to go back to Australian. Australian is really hard for me to do. No, I sound British. I'm still practicing that one. It's very hard though. Very hard. Last one. Ha! My baby cry. So on campus we have, I don't know, just different clubs trying to get you involved into their club, and one was, what would you do for a Klondike bar? So I said, I could cry like a baby, and they're like, no you can't. So I did it, and I got a Klondike bar. I also went to a TV show taping of Rules of Engagement, and in kind of like the break session they asked, does anybody have a special talent? And I went up and I said I could cry like a baby, and so I did it, and then I ended up getting an autographed picture by the whole cast, which was pretty cool. And also something in my sorority, we had some like test and it was a tiebreaker, and I said I could cry like a baby and my team won. So this baby cry has gotten me through some competitions, so I'm just gonna do it now. Thumbs up if you like this video, if you think I'm weird, and if you like my accents and impersonations and you've heard them in person. So I hope you like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!